Page 39, problem number 43 reads, sketch the graph of the piecewise function. And this piecewise function reads f of x equals 2x plus 3 when x is less than 0, and f of x equals 3 minus x when x is greater than or equal to 0. Now, piecewise functions, you're going to be seeing a lot of these later on in the year in this course, and then a lot next year in calculus. So let's just go through what these mean. This is really saying we're graphing two graphs at once, and we can actually have many more functions here. We have two for this one. I'm going to graph this first one in red. Now this says, let's think of it this way, y equals 2x plus 3. Now we know how to graph y equals 2x plus 3 because it's in slope-intercept form. It's a line. We've been doing this since Algebra 1. So let's graph this by starting with the y-intercept, going up 3. Then using our slope is 2 over 1, so up 2 over 1. And I can see where my line is going to. So I'm going to connect these points. We'll extend the line in both directions. And there's the first part of this graph. Second part, I'm going to switch colors here. We'll use green for this. Second part is y equals 3 minus x. Now, if I just rewrite that y equals negative x plus 3, that looks better to me because that's in our slope-intercept form. So to graph that, I can go up to 3, my y-intercept, and then my slope is negative 1, down 1 over 1. So if I mark some points here, down 1 over 1, and then if I connect these points, extend the line, there's my graph of the second part of this piecewise function. Now, let's go back to this piecewise function. This is saying y equals, or f of x equals 2x plus 3 when x is less than 0. So it's saying when x is less than 0, we use that first function, that red function. When x is greater than or equal to 0, we use the second function, the green function. So my graph of this actually looks like this. It comes up to this point, and then when x is 0, right where I'm at, I follow the other graph. So what's in black here is really the graph of this piecewise function. Now, our calculator can graph these as well. So let's put our graph paper aside. Let's get our calculator out. How do we do these? So I'll press my y equals key to start, then y equals, what we have to do is graph each of these two functions separately. And I have to put them in parentheses. I'll show you why in just a bit. So in parentheses, y equals 2x plus 3. Now we'll close the parentheses, but stay on that line because we have to say y equals 2x plus 3 when x is less than 0. So in parentheses again, I'm going to type my x key. Now I need a less than sign. Look above your math key. See where it says test? If I press second math, I can get my inequality signs. So I can say when x is less than 0. Now I'll press enter and I'll type in my second part of my piecewise function. So y equals 3 minus x. We'll close our parentheses. Then we'll say when x is, I'll go back in that test menu, greater than or equal to 0. Okay, let's see how it looks. So if I press my graph key, here comes the first part of that function. Here comes the second part. Looks exactly like what we had over here on the right.